it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make a sun catcher or a home decor item? On this video, we'll be designing with these following items. I am using two of these beautiful pave beads, and they were from the Just Grateful exclusive Jesse James bead mix bead strand. And then I'm using this beautiful, it's a 16 millimeter quartz bead and it's got a crackle finish on it. And this is from Beautiful Soul Jewelry. So I will leave a link down below for the products I am using. And then a couple little metal spacers. And these are from the bead strand, this beautiful butterfly pendant that we're going to use for the bottom of our little sun catcher from a local craft store. And I just felt with the AB finish on it and all the rhinestones from the pave beads are just really going to add to that quartz bead and just really give it the prism look of rainbows. We're going to need soft flex wire, and I am using the silver. And for soft flex wire in medium, it will hold 26 pounds. So our sun catcher is not going to be that heavy, but I will be using 4 2x2s so it can have the correct weight distribution. I'm also just going to be adding in some size 11 seed beads at the bottom of this project. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. Sun catchers or you're making holiday ornaments. I did make this tutorial a few weeks ago, so I will go ahead and leave a link for that as well. And this was using the Soft Flex Company Design Kit, Sunset Splendor. And this little technique was based on one of the Soft Flex beading parties that I had earlier in the year. I also made it into a pair of earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. To start, you're going to need about 12 inches of your Soft Flex wire. String on the bottom part of your pendant, or what you will be using for your sun catcher. And then we're just going to string on some seed beads, just a little bit of them, so your pendant or whatever bead you use on the bottom can move freely. And this is just an optional step. You could let the soft flex wire show. So we have our seed beads. We're just going to fold our soft flex wire in half and slide on 1 2x2. So we're going to have our little loop, and our pendant or our bail will move freely. And then we're just going to go ahead and give her a smash to our little 2x2, making sure not to smash any of the seed beads. And I'm just going to rotate it, and this is just going to give it a more professional finish and kind of round it like a little bead. I'm going to add on our very sparkly beads. And I love when Jesse James Beads makes these beads because they hand dye them, they select what kind of clay they're going to use, and the rhinestones. So we're just going to slide these on. And we're going through 2 strands of the soft flex wire. Now with that bead that we just added on, it's going to sit over that 2x2. So if you don't like the way that it turned out, it's going to be hiding inside that bead. We're going to add our spacers. And when selecting beads for this project or this type of project, you just want to make sure that it'll fit through at least 2 of the soft flex wires in medium. I'm going to add this beautiful quartz bead, and it is a gemstone, and quartz, there's rose quartz, amethyst, you have green amethyst, which is also called priasolite. And then you have citrine and smoky quartz, garden quartz, fire quartz, just the clear quartz. So we're going to add that on. And we're going to add in our other spacer. And our other little bead. Slide on another 2x2. And then we're just going to give it a smash. And this is just going to hold our sun catcher ornament in place. And we're going to rotate for a more professional finish. It just looks like a little bead on top of the other beads. Add a few more seed beads in. Go ahead and separate the 2 strands of soft flex wire. We're going to slide on one of our 2x2s and some seed beads. I'm going to be sliding on 10 seed beads. What's nice about the soft flex wire is it acts as a needle, so you don't have to pick up these little beads with your fingers. So make sure that we have 10. And we're just going to slide it down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you want, you can go ahead and add a bead stopper so you don't lose your beads. So we have our 2x2s and our seed beads. We're just going to start with one strand and slide it on our little silver hoop. That same wire, we're just going to pass back through one of the 2x2s. And this is just kind of a design element, but it just kind of dresses up the connection point as well. We're going to make sure it's nice and secure. You can see you'll have your little loop on top. You don't have to add the seed beads. You can just use the regular Soft Flex wire, but I just wanted to incorporate the gold in my design. I have a tail, so we're just going to trim. And always save your Soft Flex wire. You can use it for another project. So we're going to take the other wire and loop that back through and pass back through our 2x2 and give it a pull. And then we're just going to smash our little 2x2 again. And we can round it. And sometimes this is a little bit of a tricky part. We just have to get our pliers into the right place. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for all the products used in this video and other designs for sun catchers.